Hello everyone, this is the Dork Duo, JD and Patu. Patu and JD, we're back in court. Oh, this is you.
Oh, snap. Okay. Hold on. The unexpected halt of proceedings sent a clamor around the room. A courtroom. But outside the Bailey... Get out of here. Get outside the Bailey, where Londoners knew nothing of the secret trial within. It was a typical still night.
Outside the Bailey. Get out of here! Get out of the Bailey! Out, out, out!
Get out! Doggone you! Then, at a little past 8 o'clock that evening, Mr. Sholmes and his partner returned to Baker Street. Ooh, turkey! and do I spy a cherry pie over there?
It is November. It is the season for this.
Just the season to stuff your face.
We have returned, my dear fellows.
Welcome back to Britain, and thank you for your timely help.
Think nothing of it. I believe you've had an even more wearing day than Mikotoba and I know.
Yeah, you could say that. We were on the brink of defeat in court earlier.
So this prosecutor, Asogi, had you on the ropes, did he? And he's your best friend, you say?
Well, he's not really the man I knew in Japan anymore. Cosmo's changed.
Changed personality, changed clothes. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
I mean, it's incredible to think that he even entertained the idea of acting as the Reaper's assassin.
Well, nevertheless, you must introduce me. After all, I've only ever met the young man as a corpse. A Russian corpse!
Yeah, when all this started, almost a year ago now. Mr. Sholmes still hasn't told us the truth about what really happened back then. About the motivation for what he himself described as a great detective's lie.
Now then, I must say, it's really quite a journey all the way to France. Well, it is another country, Mr. Sholmes. So, what news of Judge Jigoku? We took him to Scotland Yard. The investigating detectives there have a lot of questions for the man.
Poor Professor Mikotoba. This must be quite a shock for him.
Ah, yes. I picked this up at the telegraph office on our way home.
What is it?
Surely you haven't forgotten already. I put upon you for the matter only yesterday. You put upon me, Sholmes. I had to fill out your telegram to Japan and foot the bill as well. Oh, you had a reply already?
What was so urgent though, Mr. Sholmes?
Such matters can wait until later. I'm far too hungry for an involved conversation at present.
Oh, that's a mood.
Well, that's good news, because supper's ready, everyone. Ah, and what a feast it is! If I were none the wiser, I'd think the trial were all won. I'm so hungry. I think the trial were won already.
He's so famished.
Roast beef, kippers, stew, steak and kidney pie, Yorkshire pudding. Tomorrow could be a very long day. So yeah, it's gonna be long.
Oh, man.
In that case, I think I'll seat myself just here. This place appears to be the only one set with a helping of pheasant as well.
I like to try pheasant.
Sorry, Hurley, not there. Why ever not? It is my house. Well, I'm renting the apartment at least. I'll be in set place this evening. Yes, and that place is for Susie's daddy. For me? That's right. I made it especially for you, Professor Mickey. I see. Well, that's terribly kind of you. It's a shame, really.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, for a brief moment, I believed it. That Susan and I were half-sisters, I mean. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
What do you mean you believed it? Do you mean... Yes, I know now. I overheard yesterday. I secretly listened into the conversation you had after I tricked you into thinking I'd left. Iris. What? What?
Oh, snap. Hoo boy. The misunderstanding arose because of that autopsy report from 10 years ago. But actually, it turned out that neither Dr. Wilson nor Professor Migatoba are Iris' father.
Yes, about that, Iris. You know, I know. You can't tell me at the moment. Oh, Iris. The pheasant is by way of an apology. I'm sorry for eavesdropping.
Oh, no, that's quite alright.
Then why don't I get any apologetic pheasant? Because you're Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah, you only get pie. So just who is Iris' father?
Just who is Iris' father?
That's weird.
If it isn't John H. Wilson, and it isn't Professor Mikotoba, is it actually Sholmes, and he can't tell her?
Oh. Who did you have a child with, then, if it was? Anyway, I suppose that's not something we'll be finding out today.
Maybe he adopted.
Could've.
I mean, I guess he technically did adopt her, either way.
Oh, that's true.
So then, let us dine, with our largely pheasantless plates are still piping hot.
A fine idea, Sholmes. It all looks absolutely delicious.
Eat as much as you like. There are always seconds. Except for you, Hurley.
God, alright. This could be our last chance to ask questions before tomorrow's trial. About that telegram from Japan, and about Cosma. I can't let this opportunity slip away. Or he could just eat. Are you sulking over there on the couch?
He does. Alright, so let's see. Here's what we couldn't look at before. So, following departure from the port of Dunkirk, all crew members are required to assemble on the main deck at 10 p.m. in order to view evacuation procedures. It'll take 20 minutes. Crew to resume duties as soon as the drill is over. So,
Okay.
in the 20 minutes that they were there, that would have been time to kill Gregson, because there'd be no one there to, I guess, I don't know.
That is so very strange.
Batu?
Oh, I looked at the bubble. I kept thinking like the arrow was pointed over there at me, at Susato, like how I usually have it confused. I'm like, oh, you see these little things all over the place, don't you? It's the part on the top of the pocket watch that you twist to set the time, isn't it?
It's called the crown, I believe. A watch would be quite useless without one.
The crown? Like what sits on top of a monarch's head? That's a very grand name for such a tiny part. But actually,
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo?
if this is a crown, I have a feeling I might have seen a monarch around here somewhere with a very bare head.
If by monarch you mean pocket watch, then I'm quite sure you have.
Whenever you see like a bald head, don't you want to just grunt to the back of it and slap it like as hard as you can?
Not particularly.
Oh. It might just be me then, guys. What do you think, Mrs. Sato?
I feel sure I know exactly what will fit here.
Really? I was just thinking precisely the same thing.
We're about to see that the little round component is actually part of Inspector Gregson's broken pocket watch.
Really? I was just thinking precisely that too.
Sure you were.
I don't think you were, man.
A perfect fit.
I knew it! Alright, perhaps you knew it.
I'll make a note of this new information at once.
Now we've got a good old pocket watch.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Sholmes while he's,
Sholmes, are you okay? You alright, buddy? Mr. Sholmes? What are you doing?
Surely it's abundantly clear that I wasn't brooding over Mikoto's refusal to share his pheasant with me. Nevertheless, I felt the need to withdraw from the social circle for a while and look on with hungry eyes.
No. Ha.
Sorry, Hurley, but I cooked that pheasant especially for Susie's daddy. Even though I've played the role of father to you for far longer.
I mean, that is true. Mr. Sholmes?
Mr. Sholmes, can you stop being a whiny little brat and, like, talk to us?
Come on. You got other food here. You don't have to have
But I
pheasant.
don't have pheasant. What's the point?
Could I discuss some things with you?
Certainly, my dear fellow. I find myself quite in the mood for a spell of conversation. No doubt. You're hungry to learn more of my deep love of pheasant. Game!
I can probably contain my curiosity on that one.
No, ask away. You needn't look at me in that fashion.
In what fashion?
It seems that before we discuss the pheasant, we have some rather unpheasant matters to discuss. Sholmes! Mind our food for a sec, bud.
Alright. So, what was in the telegram you received back from Japan then?
This? I think my lucky stars had arrived in time. Record found as indicated. Duplicate follows. K. Asugi, A. Shin, T. Gregson, J. Wilson.
What? Those 4 names? We've come across that exact same list before.
Yes, one that nearly got you disbarred, remember? That was fun.
Yeah, that was really something, wasn't it? They came up in that unforgettable case last spring. Oh. What appeared to be a simple case of aggravated murder turned out to be masking monumental intrigue. A plot that involved the sale of British governmental secrets to foreign states. And exposing the means by which those secrets were being leaked, we deciphered a fragment of a message. K. Asugi, A. Shin, T. Gregson, J. Wilson. But we didn't find the names out until the case was over, and we never did get to the bottom of what they meant. All we know was that that information had been sent by somebody in the British government to somebody in Japan. So, why are the names coming up again now?
Yes, where'd the sender of your telegram discover them, Mr. Sholmes? I have here the message I had wired yesterday. Allow me to read it to you. Enter Judge Jigoku's office undetected and investigate telegram records. Expect to find communication from Britain dated 1 year ago. List of 4 names. Need by tomorrow. Naruhodo. I sent it to a detective I knew who specialized in clandestine missions of this nature. You asked Inspector Hosonaga to undertake such an onerous task for you?
Oh, I remember him. And in my name. I wonder what guise he opted for this time.
My dear fellows, there was a matter of great urgency, you understand. Anyway, the list of names was found in Seisero's office, as Sholmes predicted.
So you mean that mysterious collection of names that was sent from Britain to Japan was...
It was sent to Judge Jigoku. He was the intended recipient.
I don't believe it.
But that doesn't answer the question of what the list of names actually signifies. I did formulate a hypothesis about that. But without a shred of evidence, I couldn't possibly have shared it.
Mr. Sholmes looks deadly serious for once. That tragedy we had to go through on the SS Budia. It was all for nothing. Cosmo wasn't dead at all. We were completely taken in by the lie you told us. Your great detective lie.
I took no pleasure in deceiving you. However, at the time, all that concerned me was preventing the young man's study tour from taking place, whatever the cost.
What?
I capitalized on the events that transpired to see that he was sent back to Japan. His remains, you mean? Precisely, Mr. Sato. And then, I made sure that somebody else was sent to Britain in his stead. Oh my, you mean... The arrangement between our two countries was already in place. One university student lawyer, and one judicial assistant to be accommodated on a study tour. In other words, by arranging for someone else to fill the place originally intended for Mr. Asogi, I would successfully prevent the man from arriving on our shores for several years at least.
Wait, do you mean to say that it was all in aid of stopping Cosmo from coming to Britain? That's why you...
Think back, Mr. Naruhodo. Was there not somebody who quite casually urged you to continue on your voyage to England? The terms of the study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead. My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. All you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely. But there's no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know another lawyer. The voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer.
So, you manipulated me?
That's not the only time. I've often remarked on the extraordinary lengths to which friendship will drive a man. I was quite sure that you would rise to the challenge for your late friend.
I don't believe it.
But if it was all contrived... I mean, what happened was treated by the authorities as murder. A woman was mistakenly arrested as the perpetrator. What do you suppose became of her? Naturally, I didn't allow the misapprehension to have any serious repercussions. I subsequently explained everything and assisted the unfortunate soul in finding the foreign refuge she sought.
I seem to remember Miss Susato and I had some rather strong words for her.
Well, she was certainly not devoid of all guilt. She deserved every word, I'm sure.
I wonder if she made it to America then. Don't go there. It's horrible.
I'm afraid I simply cannot comprehend it. Why would you go to such lengths, Mr. Sholmes? Why are you so determined to stop Cosmo-sama from reaching Britain?
Maybe so we wouldn't be killed?
The truth is, 12 months ago, there was already a very tangible omen of the impending tragedy, you see. Oh. An omen that, at this very moment in time, is close at hand.
An omen of all these tragic events that already existed a year ago is close at hand? We need to find out exactly what Mr. Sholmes knows. You can tell us, can't you? We friends, ain't we? There was no room for doubt with your instructions in this telegram, Mr. Sholmes. You were very clear that it was Judge Jikoku's office that should be searched, so you obviously knew that's where the list of names would be found.
K. Asogi, A. Shin, T. Gregson, J. Wilson.
But we only learned of these 4 names just over 6 months ago now. Only because they appeared as part of a top-secret government communications that were leaked.
That's true, yes. But at the time, you were unaware of this background. You see, those 4 names were wired to Japan around 6 months before that. Approximately this time last year, in fact, when you were both still in Japan. It really would be hypocrisy on my part to reprove others for intercepting state secrets. Because after all, I am perpetually eavesdropping on communication between the British and Japanese governments.
You're perpetually doing what? How?
I'm Mr. Sholmes.
I guess so.
Never mind the
jeez.
details, but you should know. No secret is safe from Herlock Sholmes when he has designs on knowing it. Oh my,
Whoa.
Mr. Sholmes, what a fabulous line. Yes, Iris didn't even write that one. Now, 1 month after the list of 4 names was wired to the recipient Jigoku in Japan, Dr. John H. Wilson was murdered. As soon as I learned of the incident, a hypothesis rapidly took shape in my mind. As it turned out, I was partly correct, and partly mistaken. Nevertheless, it was the beginning of all the tragic events that were to follow. Mr. Sholmes, please, tell us all you know. Tell us about these 4 names, and the tragedy to which they're all somehow connected. As I said, when I learned of Dr. Wilson's murder in Japan, my mind immediately turned to those 4 names, because, you see, there was someone else on the list who I believed to be recently deceased.
What? Who?
A Shin, as it was transcribed in Japanese script. In actual fact, Miss Asa Shin. That was a familiar name to me. She was a professional killer, well known among London's unsavory classes.
Oh, I see.
But she had completely vanished from existence several months before Wilson's murder. So I came to the logical conclusion that she had herself been killed. And accordingly, I became fearful for the lives of the remaining 2 persons on the list. Ah, Kioski and T. Gregson. Owing to our proximity, I decided to take measures to protect Gregson and myself. But I determined it would be safest if young Asogi were to stay away from Britain.
Ah, so that's why you went to such lengths to prevent his study tour from going ahead.
Exactly. So, you already knew who Kazuma-sama was, Mr. Sholmes? Oh yes, Sholmes and I have exchanged correspondence for years. I'd recount many tales about Asogi to him in my letters, and the news of Dr. Wilson's death, of course. So, Dr. Wilson is dead then? I didn't know.
Oh, Iris.
I know he wasn't my daddy, but still. That's very sad. I'm so sorry, Iris. We knew the significance of the name, obviously, but we just couldn't bring ourselves to tell you. No.
But what you just told us, Mr. Sholmes, doesn't completely tie in with the facts. There's one big hole in your hypothesis.
A big hole, Mr. Naruhodo? Ah, yes. You mean about Asa Shin, I presume. Oh, of course.
Exactly. She wasn't killed, was she? She was in Japan, posing as a visiting student under the pseudonym of Giselle Brett.
I'm glad you're keeping up, my dear fellow. But I only became aware of that fact 2 days ago, in the foyer of the Great Waterloo Hotel. Ah. And upon hearing that startling revelation, the hypothesis that I'd formed surrounding those 4 names was completely turned topsy.
What? Topsy?
Yes, as in topsy-turvy.
Okay. What do you mean when you say that your hypothesis was turned topsy, Mr. Sholmes?
I had believed all 4 names on the list to be the names of the victims. However, I was mistaken.
Very much so. Asa Shin was a killer.
So this telegram,
Is list of both victims and killers, is it?
Indeed, and it would seem that Miss Sheen was dispatched from Britain with the sole intention of dispatching Dr. Wilson. Her visiting student status became merely a front, which would of course explain why no motive could be determined for her actions.
So the real reason Dr. Wilson was killed by Asashin is because he was the target of an assassination.
And forearmed with that knowledge, fresh consideration of this telegram puts the list in a very different perspective.
What do you mean?
Well, does it not strike you? There was another among the four, who subsequently became a visiting student.
Wait, you mean...
But of course, a name you know only too well.
You mean... Kazuma?
Oh!
What the heck? He did say in court earlier today.
Yes, on 31st October I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission.
And the mission was?
The assassination of the Mark. Young Mr. Osogi accepted the mission a year ago now. Surely not. In conclusion, this document is a contract of sorts. As international agreement, one might say, detailing an assassin exchange.
An assassin exchange? How could Kazuma possibly have got involved in something like that? I'll trade my assassin for yours.
Let's assume that we have two parties, each wishing to dispose of a distinct individual. Those two parties then make a contract to swap their respective assassination targets. That would be an assassin exchange.
Oh.
So to begin with, the British assassin is dispatched as a visiting student to Japan, where she kills her target. And then, the Japanese assassin is dispatched as a visiting student to Britain in order to eliminate his target. It certainly does sound like an exchange.
What on earth is the point?
Don't forget, Naruhodo, that the British assassin at least escaped conviction, thanks to diplomatic immunity afforded by consular jurisdiction.
Oh yes.
Such jurisdiction should be null and void under the terms of a new treaty between our two countries. So the fact it was brought into play suggests intervention at the very highest levels.
The highest levels?
Excuse me. These murders were two sides of the same coin, linked not by common motive, but by contractual agreement. As such, they appeared utterly unrelated, yet in truth, the assassins were complicit in one singular, devilish scheme. That disassociation and the safeguard of diplomatic immunity were, I believe, the motivation behind this plot.
But wait a minute, Sholmes. If this telegram really is describing the exchange of assassins you're suggesting, it would mean that the Japanese killer's target was never Seishiro Jikoku at all. It would mean Asogi's target was actually Inspector Gregson.
What? Kazuma was here for Gregson. So Judge Jikoku wasn't actually the mark?
Yes, that's exactly what it would mean. I hold myself personally responsible for failing to keep the inspector safe. Mr. Sholmes. I told him my fears and implored him to seek a transfer to an overseas position. Obviously, with a young pickpocket in tow.
Yes, Gina. Come to think of it, Inspector Gregson did mention that to us at the Great Exposition. Is that
Exhibition?
Exhibition, yeah. That he'd be transferring to Paris police and taking Gina with them.
But without informing me, he engaged in one last assignment, it seems. And sadly, it turned out to be his very last.
This is too much to take in.
Alright, everyone. That's quite enough of all that serious talk for one day. Isn't it, Hurley? I mean, look at the time. Ah, quite right, Iris. We must conclude our preparations for tomorrow.
What preparations?
Well, I think I shall make my way back to the hotel room now. This has certainly been a night to remember.
It is a little bit sad, though. I mean, I like the idea of you being my daddy. Because then, Caesar would have been my big sister.
I'm sorry, Iris.
I know, Iris. I was thinking quite the same thing. Were you? But if somebody like me would be worthy, I'd be delighted to become your sister. What? Really? Oh yes, without question. So, you'll teach me all the ways you know to throw Runo to the floor? Yes, of course. It'd be my pleasure.
Objection! You didn't have to agree quite so readily.
Oh, but wait a minute. If Susan's gonna be my big sister, you can be my big brother if you want, Runo.
Huh? I mean, yes, of course. If you'll have me, I'll gladly be your brother.
Well done, Iris. We must always be mindful of feelings. I've raised you so well.
Because being sensitive is your strong suit, naturally.
Naturally.
Yes.
Right, I'm gonna work extra hard for tomorrow now, because for my big brother and sister.
Yay! What is all this talk about preparing for tomorrow? Preparing for what?
You'll just have to wait and see.
Oh.
Good luck in court tomorrow. I'm expecting a sterling performance.
I'll do my very best, of course. So the overnight break in the trial's proceedings became a crucial turning point, exposing new truths while posing new conundrums. That list of 4 names on the telegram in Judge Jigoku's office, and the extraordinary assassination plot in which my best friend had somehow become involved. I felt as though I had been plunged into an even greater darkness all of a sudden. But at the same time, I felt sure that I would see the light again soon. Because I was lucky enough to have the most wonderful family in the world staying steadfast with me. Dang, that was actually pretty sweet, though.
Yep.
I like the ending of that.
Yeah. Too bad the next episodes won't be quite so, nice. But y'all just have to find out later, because that's it for now. The next episode, the beginning of the end. So, y'all to do the things, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.